Alright, this is going to be a fast video. I've only got a couple of things to do. I've just been collecting a whole bunch of things though to make short videos with. But tonight I've got another one of these. So I went back and went through the boxes, quite a few boxes. So 2 big boxes full of these things. There were 4 in like a row. And I went through the 2 of them and I was like, oh, I can't find the one that I'm looking for. And then I thought, well, I probably should check the one on the side because the 2 in the middle are probably the most likely ones that everyone's already searched through. And when I tried the one on the side, I found what I was looking for pretty quick. So let's see what's inside. You can kind of guess if you've been watching these things, or if you have watched the previous ones. Then you will know that I am only down to a very few that I still have to obtain. And one of them, I can't even open this. One of them has got something. Well, hopefully I've got this one right. So I already made a mistake, and I already got one of her when I wasn't trying to. So I've already got an Elsa because I was looking for this thing here. So I'm feeling around for something that I thought was kind of like this, but in fact it isn't. So hopefully this time, and it's looking promising, we have the correct one. Aha! It is all the pieces that we're looking for. So I've got Steamboat Willie, or Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Mickey, Steamboat Willie, Steamboat Mickey, whatever he's called. I don't really know what he's called. Well, isn't the name of the short Steamboat Willie, or am I just thinking of Groundskeeper Willie from The Simpsons? So there he is, and just like magic, we can bring out Minnie. I found a lot of Minnie, since she's got a sword today for some reason. I will take her sword off. I can't take her sword off, it's stuck there. So they're very similar in their builds. She's got the little toilet seat cover, and he's got this thing, which is quite elaborate. I'm pretty sure I've had one of these for something before, but not a lot of them. I feel like actually this would be a good figure just to get a couple of these things. So they were quite hard to find, so I'm assuming people went through and picked all these, the Mickeys out. I'm sure there were like 4 in the pack or something. 3 or 4 in a pack. They weren't like rare ones, but they're quite hard to get. So now I finally got those 2, so that's actually made me happy. Because I was kind of like, oh no, I have to get both of those. I feel the bit that they've like painted the bottom. It's a shame that they couldn't have, like it's been printed on. It's a shame they couldn't have 3 layers of different plastic. Or maybe they should have done the whole thing white and then printed on the black band. I don't know. That doesn't quite. It kind of looks very obvious that they're 2 separate types of things. So it doesn't match the white part up here. So other than that, it's not actually a very spectacular like minifigure. It's not like up with the rest of them. I don't think. I mean, there's barely any markings anywhere. But the head's cool, and the little hat thing is pretty cool, and it has that sort of funny feel to it. So, but I'm certainly glad that I've got Mickey and a Minnie, and I'm pretty sure I got them in the previous series. So that's kind of cool. But that wasn't the only thing that I got. So I did get one more. And if you've gone through and been listening to me doing this, you'll be like, but you've got all of them, haven't you? I've lost another little, all the ones I keep opening up are these things. I keep misplacing where I put them all. So right now I've pretty much got everybody. So, looking at the picture, I've got those 2, I've got those 2, I've got those 2, I've got those 2, I've got him, I've got those 2, I've got those 2, and I've got those 2. So what haven't I not got? I haven't got any ducks. Well, I have got Scrooge, and Scrooge is quite easy to find. So Scrooge is surprisingly unpopular, even though that's like one of my favourite minifigures out of the whole series. There's Scrooge. So look at Scrooge. Scrooge is cool. Scrooge is easy to feel. Like this little coin, that's the bit to find, and the little the two canes. I think he comes with 2 canes. So in his case, the little orange doesn't look so bad. That's because it's not the same. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I didn't make a comment about this when I did the mini figure. But it does bug me a little bit. Alright, well forget about that for a second. And let's do this. Like also because it's printed on, is black on the top of his shoes. Like you kind of feel like, well, if they'd done it white and printed the black on, the whole leg white and printed the black on, then you wouldn't have the black on the top of the toes. But it looks a lot more convincing in that picture. Like, that really looks like it wasn't printed on at all. It's a very solid white. So I don't know. Anyway, let's just do this. Get this one out of the way. So you're probably guessing that I think I have a duck. That's not Scrooge. So let's just find, I have no idea which duck it is though. I felt the important thing, which was the hat. And then I'm like, well, it's a duck. It's going to be, look, I've done both sides. So which duck is it going to be? It's going to be the red one. Don't ask me which one that one is. But they come with a book. And the book, that's actually the one I most likely would want to get. Because the other ones don't have very exciting accessories. But this one's pretty cool. Look at that. I've never actually had a book like this. That's neat. And so now we have to construct them, which should be fun. And they have this little accessory too. So they have two accessories. So they've got a compass and some other book thing. And Scrooge does have a tail. I was going to say Scrooge doesn't have a tail. That would be sad. Oh, I don't know which way around this goes. It goes that way. Alright, and then the head goes on. Where's that hat gone? Where's the most important part? There was a hat, because that's how I found it in the pack. Well, that's alarming. How could I lose? How could I've lost this hat. I've completely, wait, because that's not the plastic bag that they came in. They in fact came in this plastic bag. And so this is where their hat is. And this hat has the same kind of attachment. It has a friends attachment. So I can't really keep calling them friends attachments anymore, can I? If they're going to be, oops, sorry, Jasmine. So she can kind of maybe. I can't put it on her head. So that's kind of a shame, because then you can't use it on your normal minifigures. But I guess it does make sense, and at least we can swap them over for. So now Scrooge can wear it, and Huey, Dewey, or Louie can wear the top hat. So, kind of. They do kind of fit fine, don't they? Like, Scrooge looks cool. He's got my my thingy. Well, actually, we can swap them all around, so they can have that. So, well, let's just put the correct headwear on each character. And stop with the silliness. What is Jasmine supposed to have on her head? She doesn't actually supposed to have any. That's right. So why does she actually have the little hole in the top? For bows. Because she doesn't have it in the picture. Right. Well, anyway. Let us return their headwear to the correct person. And then finish this evening off. And then there we go. So that's what they look like. To be honest, they aren't very exciting, but they do have split colour short legs, which is something I don't often see. What of the... Oh, no. I don't think anybody else has short legs. It's just those guys. So, the split colour... I keep thinking that these guys had short legs. Well, they do have short legs, but they have the medium short legs that you can actually move. So that's kind of funny. You'd think a chipmunk would have shorter legs than a duck. But hey, you can't move those legs. So, but other than that, they're pretty bland. But they do have the tail, and they do have the pretty cool head, which does look like a duck. Like, you know, it looks like the cartoon. So that's nice. What is it? It's a strange sort of plastic though. Oh no, it's not. It's my imagination. So there you go. Yeah. So after feeling, these guys are very common in the packets. Like there's too many of these ones, especially this guy with the acorn. But this guy here has caused me so much trouble because I've gone through and you feel this thing here and you feel this thing here, and at some point you're kind of like feeling it in the plastic bag. That's got to be the head thing, right? But of the duck, and I'm always trying to feel for the duck and the beak. And when you're trying to feel in the packet, this sometimes can get you because you're like, I can't really feel what's happening here. But the hat's the way to go. And I like these little books because they can hold them like that. None of that silliness. That some things that you have, like this, like, you know, you're supposed to hold them, well, you can kind of flick them in there, but that looks a bit dodgy, and you could always put them that way, but that looks a bit silly. So, well, they're going to have it there. I think that's how they've got it in the picture. I think it goes like that. It kind of falls off if you do that. It's not really the best way to hold it on. Right, well, there you go. So I have no idea what that book actually is. Maybe it was from something from the TV series that I've completely forgotten. It says W, I don't know what that means. But that would be cool. So the only ones I don't have are green and blue. And that would be kind of cool for the little catapult thing. That one's not so exciting. But I feel now that I've got the red one that I kind of have to get the other two. But given how long it took me to find this guy, and this guy was a bit of a fluke. I certainly found no other ducks. This is the only duck that I found, other than Scrooge, which I found like 3 of. The thing is that the box that I looked in, that I found this one, which I thought was, oh, this is the box that people won't have looked in. My throat is going dry. I didn't actually check for the rest of the box, so maybe there's more ducks in there. Or maybe I'll just have to give it up and say, no more ducks. I'm through with ducks. So maybe I should do a quick, what's the time? Yeah, we've got just enough time to put all of the characters that I currently have, except for that one, which is actually from a different series. So in a big line of non-ordered characters, I always get confused with her, like every single time she comes up I think she's somebody else. And spend way too long feeling through packets with her in it than I feel like I should. Because you always feel like something, and the hair and everything, it just confuses. They have short legs. They have short legs like the duck, but they're not too coloured. And so there's Jack, can be there, and there's part 2 of her, and there's those two, and there's this present, and there's her. I don't know where Hercules has gone though. Where has Hercules gone? Well, there's her. So they're all together. Those guys go together. And there's Frozone. So I seem to have misplaced Hercules, which is sad, because that was a pretty cool minifigure. If you recall my going on about it, I actually said I quite liked that one. It was quite an impressive minifigure. But they've disappeared off my desk. So that's sad. But they're easy to find. There's still lots of those left in the shop. Not that I intend getting another one. And there's, of course, Chewbacca. Is that everybody? Have I missed somebody? I have missed somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think that's kind of right. There's all these other characters sitting on the table. Those ones in Superman. So why can't I find Hercules? I kind of want to finish it with actually me showing Hercules, because they should be here. There's an awful lot on this table that shouldn't be here. But not Hercules, who should be here. And there's that guy. Yeah, this table is a mess. Alright, and there's that guy. And there's that guy. So you think if you get them all out. There's that guy who's fake Lego. There's that, which is a bear. I'm not going to give up until I find Hercules. Guess what I found? Hercules. Alright, and everyone's going to be together. Where's Hercules' friend? This person, whose name I don't know. There's probably, it should be like some sort of Greek god or something. Goddess, person from Hades. I don't know. Alright, so there we go. It's done. They're all mixed together. So thank you for watching, and if I do get those ducks, we'll return one more time for this, but I'm going to be honest, it's unlikely. It's very unlikely. So bye!